My name is Kola and you are watching Koboko Fitness. Today's video is all about mistakes to avoid after you do your workout. If you have done that work of doing your burpees, your squats, your mountain climbers, your bear crawls, you've done all of that work, the last thing you want to do is to not milk your effort for all it's worth. So watch this video all the way to the end to make sure that when you finish your workout, you are checking all these boxes off and you are getting the complete benefit of your workout. Part of me feels bad about making this video because I'm thinking they are working out. Is that not enough? Yes, it is enough that you worked out. But you know what I'm trying to do here? I'm trying to help you to go that extra mile. I'm trying to help you get those extra nuggets of juice out of your effort. So that's what this video is here to do. Help you make sure that you are not leaving anything on the table. You are getting all the gains, all the booty gains, all the belly fat loss, all the arm toning, all the good health, all the happy feel good hormones. You're getting all of it. So subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't done so already. It's totally free for you. And it really does make me so happy when you do that. I appreciate every single one of you. If you're already thinking, I don't have time, I have good news for you. The things that I'm going to tell you in this video are not things that are going to take time away from you. In fact, they're going to save you time because they will make it so that you're not having to correct things down the line and you're building healthy habits for life. So this video really is for everybody. Let's dive in. Mistake number 5. We are starting with a simple and straightforward one that most people are not making. This means that most people get this right, but I have to say it to make sure that the rest of us that aren't doing this yet are able to fix themselves. By now, we all know that water is so vital, so important for the normal functioning of the body. It's also kind of important for clear skin. Water is also good for your kidneys. Water is good for your muscles. Water is good for faster recovery after your workouts. Water is good for your circulation. It's just awesome for your cells. So when you do your workout, you're naturally going to feel a little bit more thirsty. The mistake I'm talking about here is not taking full advantage of that feeling of thirst. A lot of us struggle to drink water. Even the fittest amongst us still struggle to drink the maximum or optimal amount of water every single day. So if you're a person that's doing your workouts, take advantage of that thirst that you feel after doing your workouts. I will give you specific tips on exactly what I personally do and what I recommend the majority of us do. Listen, if you combine the tip I'm going to give you in this video with the tip I gave you in that other video, how to lose weight faster, which you have to watch to get the full context, you would have consumed over 60% of your water requirement for the day with barely any effort at all. So make sure you watch that video after this one. So even if you're not trying to lose weight, it has some really great tips and advice in there. So if you're a person that struggles to drink enough water, you are in for a treat in the rest of this video. No additional time needed, no additional effort needed. It's just something that works. I'll get to that in just a second. Mistake number 4, to eat extra dessert because you worked out. Listen to me. Eat the dessert if you want the dessert, but do not eat the dessert as a reward for exercise. This is a big mistake. I'll say it again. Eat the dessert if you want the dessert because dessert is delicious, but do not eat dessert because you worked out or as a reward for exercise. It sounds like a very small, minor semantic issue, but it really isn't. It's the difference between seeing results and not seeing any results. The best thing to eat after a workout is a balanced meal. I get so many questions about people asking me what supplements to take after their workout, what to eat after their workout. I feel like that should be a different video, but I'm just going to quickly say right here, the best thing you can eat after a workout is a balanced meal. Later on in this video, I will give you specific ideas of what a balanced meal actually is, because as a trainer, it's easy for me to say, eat a balanced meal. And to me, I think I'm saying something that makes sense. But to you listening to me, you're probably asking yourself, well, what is a balanced meal? I mean, technically, I could have some chocolate with some ice cream and some almonds. Seems pretty balanced. I got my carbs, protein, and my fats. No, no, that's not the kind of balance I'm talking about. So I will give you a specific example in this video of what a balanced meal means to a personal trainer. Mistake number 3. Don't worry, I'm not about to make this a whole video about foam rolling. If you are not familiar with my love affair with foam rolling, you should go watch my video on home workout mistakes that destroy your results. Episode 2. If you haven't watched that video, definitely check it out. I will try to remember to include a link in the description of this video. Mistake number 3 was supposed to be not stretching enough. I know what you're thinking. Kola, you said this was not going to take me more time. This is sounding like something that's going to take me more time. Actually, it's not. It's really not. It will take you maybe an extra 5 minutes before you go to bed, but that is 5 5 minutes invested in order to save hours and hours of physical therapy from pain. And I'm talking about pain because that is usually the result of not stretching enough. When we don't stretch enough, that's when we start having issues like having your neck pulled because you moved too fast, or not being able to sit with both legs stretched out, or not being able to hold your toes, or not being able to have a full range of motion. All these things are easily prevented just by 5 minutes of stretching after a nice warm shower, or an extra 5 minutes after a really good workout. If you are a premium member, check out the exclusive workout section. You will see that I have added an amazing yoga and stretching video for us in there. I've been doing that exact routine after my workouts over the past few months. I've been really tweaking it, testing it, making sure it's just right. And I know you will really enjoy it if you're a premium member. If you're not a premium member, I plan to upload some more stretching videos right here for you on YouTube. So don't worry, I will not leave you out. So the mistake here is not stretching enough. Stretching enough will vary from one person to the next. Stretching for you will look different from stretching for me. It will look different from stretching for your brother. My recommendation is to plan to stretch 5 minutes a day. 5 minutes. I'm saying 5 minutes, but 5 minutes sometimes it's not available. It's just not. You just don't have it. But try. Try your best. When you stretch is up to you. You could do it after your workout. You can do it after a shower. The reason I recommend those 2 times is because stretching after a workout is the perfect time. You're already moving. Might as well just keep moving. Also, stretching after a workout is really good because your muscles are already supple. They're warm. They're soft. They've been moving. It's just the perfect time to stretch them out a little bit. And after a shower, a warm shower, it's also a good time because, again, the body is warm. It's flexible. Because believe it or not, stretching a cold body for some people can be dangerous. Some people can get away with it, but for some people, their body is just really stiff, and stretching while cold can cause problems. So just to be on the safe side, that's why I recommend those 2 times. Not stretching enough really affects a lot of people is it really limits their range of motion with the squat. So if you're trying to squat down really low and you're finding that your butt is refusing to go to the grass, it's a stretching issue. It's not always necessarily an issue with your squat form itself. Sometimes it can just be a flexibility issue. And so stretching will solve that issue for you and help you to correct your form. So it all kind of just works together in a way. And guess what? When you stretch those muscles out and you're able to get your squat as deep as you want it to be, guess who's going to be strutting around with booty gains? That's right. You are going to be strutting around with booty gains. Why? Because you did your stretches, which allowed you to do your squats. You see, it's all connected. It's a whole conspiracy theory in your muscular system. If you're already struggling with back pain or leg pain, a lot of the times it could also be a stretching issue. I will tell you some basic stretches that everyone should incorporate into their routine. Of course, like I said, if you're a premium member, check the site. I have a whole video. You can just follow along. You don't have to plan anything. But in this video, I will give you some specific stretches that are so important to do. So make sure you keep watching. Let's move on to mistake number 2. Mistake number 2 is one that I have noticed tends to plague my friends that are the most fun. It tends to be something that my friends that are naturally very spontaneous, very fun-loving, very playful. Just, you know, when you're around somebody and you're just like, you don't care about anything in the world. And those people that make you make irresponsible decisions. And when I say irresponsible decisions, I mean those decisions that you know you shouldn't do, but you still do it. And then you deal with the consequences and you're sorry, but also not sorry at the same time. You know what I'm talking about? Anyway, those friends are the ones I have noticed struggle with this mistake the most. And that mistake is not having a clear plan of exactly when and where your next workout will be. Let me tell you why this is a problem. This is a problem because for most of us, exercise is not something that we do by default. Eating is something we do by default. Sleeping for most of us is something we do by default. Watching TV, watching shows, listening to music, crying. These are all things that a lot of us do by default. Exercise generally is something that we have to put some effort into it. We have to get into the clothes. We have to figure out what we're going to do. We have to find the space. We have to find the time. So not having a plan of exactly when the next workout will be and where the next workout will be is a recipe for procrastination. It's a recipe for falling out of a consistent routine. Speaking of a consistent routine, make sure you have signed up for the waitlist for my next workout challenge. So if you really want to make sure you're the first to know when I launch my next workout challenge, It is the best way to become consistent in your workout routine. I'm not gonna say more than that. Just join the waitlist, and when you do my challenge, you will see what I'm talking about. We all know that inconsistency is one of the main reasons that a lot of people just don't get any results from all their hard work. This is why I have put this as mistake number 2. The solution here is to be clear on where and when and what your next workout will be. I will give some tips, some advice, some help to help you get really clear on that in just a moment. But first, let's talk about the number 1 mistake that people make after their workout. Okay guys, this is super duper awkward. I can't even make eye contact with you as I say this, but I actually need to stop this video right here. I will be back. The next video on my channel will be the number 1 mistake that people make after their workouts at home, and it will also tell you all the solutions to all 5 mistakes. And the funny thing is that number 1 mistake is actually something that I personally struggle with a lot. So we're going to talk about that in the next video. For now, we need to stop right here. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't done so already. Share this video with a friend, and I will see you in my next video.